Only on Sunrise, if you were outside this weekend, you may have gotten them. We're talking about bug bites.
I think I have 3 right now.
Yeah.
So what are some of the best ways to treat them? That's what we're finding out in this week's edition of Better Health. It's time for Better Health, and I'm here with health expert Beth Coker from Asante. Thanks for coming in.
Good morning.
So today we're talking about something that comes up every summer. We're talking about bug bites. So how can you prevent a bug bite?
Well, as we go into the fall season and summer comes to an end, you're not devoid of the risk of bee stings and bug bites. And the CDC has some recommendations on what you can do to avoid. Wear light colored clothing and cover as much skin as possible. Don't use perfumed lotions or flower fragrant shampoos or deodorants, because that really will attract the bees especially. And the other thing that you can do is in your outside areas, your decks around your home, keep those clean. Wasps are social animals, and they will gather around food debris that's left, and if you're in the area, they think you're infringing on their territory, and they will attack you. So there are some preventive measures that you can take to avoid bee stings and bug bites.
So say a person does get stung, what do you do?
What you have to be really careful, especially with bee stings, is that if one bee stings you, they release a chemical that attracts other bees, and they can attack you all at the same time. And a bee sting injects some poison into you. So what you want to do is stay with the person who has received that bee sting to make sure they don't go into a shock, what we call anaphylactic shock. If they have that response, they should be wearing a medical bracelet or necklace that alerts you to the fact that they need epinephrine, adrenaline, right into their system right away. The other thing you can do is wash that area with soap and water. Never use a tweezers to pull that stinger out. You'll drive it back into your bloodstream in the wrong way. But you just gently remove that with your fingernail or a piece of gauze and get rid of that stinger. The other caution that you have to know is if a bee comes into your car, pull over to the side of the road and let all the windows down and get that bee out of there, because a bee sting can become infected and really itchy and swell. Put ice on the area, reduce the swelling with ice.
I think that's smart, because I think a lot of people have been in that scenario where maybe if it's not a bee, it's a fly or something, just pull over. That way you're also not swatting at it.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.